We will start the call in as soon as the Facebook lets us in. If not, give me just 1 minute, please. Everybody who are already at the call, thank you for coming. Seems it says it's preparing and it doesn't connect.
It takes a while. The same thing happened yesterday. Today morning, 3 o'clock, I had another talk and it took the same thing. Yes, it takes a while.
Okay, I have it open here and let's see. Hola, Kevin. Hola, Gaby. Come on, Facebook, let's go. Well, let's start. It comes along. If not, then we put we are recording. Can you put my voice a little down, like your microphone, because it's echoing back?
Are you telling me?
Yeah.
So what would you like me to do?
Just your volume. You put your volume a little more down.
Is this better?
Yes. Yeah.
Is this better?
Yes. Then otherwise it bounces back from the
yeah, I understand.
background. So good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I have the honor to have with us Reshma. Did I pronounce correctly your name?
Absolutely well.
And I'm so excited. I was reading her biography and I felt that, wow, this is a person that you really want to meet, because she's able to really help people with all types of anxiety, with all types of problems that we face, and especially the emotional hardships which we are going through now while we are facing this disease and all of that, no? So can you please share with us your history, your background, what you are doing, so people can understand why I'm so excited to meet you?
Thank you. Thank you so very much for having me on the show. I am so honored to be here, and I'm so honored to speak with everybody, and very grateful. I would say the reason why we are meeting here today is, of course, because of the challenges why we all are going through right now. We all are having these experiences as usually we would have spoken through from my office, but I'm speaking from the table and the chair in one of the rooms in my home. And I'm sure you all are at home too, because we all are going through quarantine. So my name is Reshma Shah, and I am an energy healer for over a decade. I love to work with people. I'm a very proud member of LONI, the Spirit of Sisterhood members. We help each other. More details for LONI would be there on the page with the website over here. And we also have association which helps other people. So that's where my role comes in. Women go through, especially women and children, we go through anxiety, we go through hard time, we go through all the different challenges of life. Let aside only the quarantine time, but in our personal lives also we go through many changes and challenges. So I help and guide people how to overcome that and raise to their highest vibrational frequency so they can work with all those different aspects of life, where it is easier for them to meet with those challenges and not succumb and not suffer and not survive through that, but to thrive through that, to learn through those challenges and how to grow beyond and recognize their own potential. Like there have been clients who have come to me and they have had some challenges, and they would say like, oh, we didn't even realize that we had the potential to do it otherwise. So it helps other women and children. They could be having allergy issues like food related. They could be having emotional disorders. They could be having a lot of different aspects, because my work covers a very vast umbrella. And you could visit my website, or it will be posted over here on the website at the talk show. So you could reach that. And my whole goal is to truly help people to raise to their highest possibilities of life. Rather than suffering, you thrive in life.
I'm pretty sure that in the middle of mist, everything what is happening, you get this question absolutely every day. But I think and why you're getting it is obviously because that's our main concern today. And I think in order to understand the circumstances and the place where we really are today, is that why people get diseases, and what is this virus like this? Like why do we get it?
Very good question. And yes, you're right. You're correct. I do get asked about why this virus. Now, I do not want to get into the details of the political reasons why the virus, which of course is all over, everybody can access and reach it. But psychically speaking, medically intuitively speaking, I would say every microbe has a personality. Like how I have a personality, you recognize by my name, and you recognize by my characters and my vibration, and so is everybody individually. In your family, everybody has a different personality. In your workplace, there is a different personality you deal with. Similarly, every microbe in the sense bacteria, virus, fungi, yeast, molds, all these are different microbes. So they all have different personalities. Now, our human body is constructed in such a way that we always carry some or the other microbes within us, which is sometimes essential part of it. Like, don't we take probiotic? That is a bacteria, right? That's a thing what we take extra for the betterment of our digestion. So we do have some varying percentile in our body everywhere, but they all have a different character. So viruses are like people who have cancer. It's a dormant virus in everybody's body. It only gets activated when something changes in a biological sphere, correct? So when people get certain kind of mindset, when people get some kind of thoughts, when people are following and governing from another perspective of the mindset, they could be more susceptible to viruses. So we are specifically talking and addressing corona, so I would stick to that. And for more details, we can address some other time. Okay. So why does a person get virus? The reason why a person gets virus is because the person could be having worthiness issues. Person could be having fear-governed mindset. Person could be uh, conditioned to believe in certain kind of fear-governed mindset. Like this is what is going on right now is a collective consciousness. We are into the understanding on the global level, right? This is a global challenge. So this is going on the global level. So everybody is afraid of something which is a common factor. In this case, this is coronavirus, correct? So we are addressing not only the virus, but we are addressing from the lack of ourselves, and we are addressing from fear that, oh my God, I cannot do this, I cannot do that. I am not saying viruses are not contagious. I am not saying there is no virus outside. I'm not telling you to throw off your mask and throw off your hand gloves and just walk outside. I'm not saying that. Be precautionary into your attitude. Be proactive and protect yourself and cover yourself, and also be mindful that you do not spread the disease to others. That goes without saying. But I'm saying is, do not come from the fear mindset, because if you have the understanding of being fearful, then the virus has more strength over you, rather than you having more strength over rejecting any kind of microbe in the body, right? That's the key factor for any diseases, because any disease in our lifetime, it only comes through our physiology when our mind is accepting it, right? Like when somebody is having any kind of conversation with you, and if you feel like, I don't take that person is just blabbering, then whatever that person is ranting or blabbering about, it doesn't affect you. Similarly, any of the microbes, bacteria, fungi, viruses, if you say, I'm not afraid of you and you cannot get into me, if that's the mindset, then the percentile of people getting sick will be way less. So if you would not operate from fear-governed mindset, and if you would come from acceptance that, yeah, this is something what is going on around, and I'm going to be precautious, I'm going to be careful, but I'm not going to be afraid, because being afraid is giving an invitation to more sickness. Did I answer that?
Yes.
Did I answer that good?
And what would be like, okay, if you are not very, let's say awareness maybe is the best word, but if you are someone, which I understand what you say and exactly, but what would be the tools, or how to avoid it? How can I really avoid it in that sense? Okay, I'm going to say to myself, okay, I'm not going to let the fear in. But then what happens with us is, like, as soon as you open your Facebook in the morning, you are back exactly where you were, because it's like you can't even, you go with that, where I'm going, you go with a flow in a sense that everybody is like, you start to doubt in yourself, isn't it?
True. So very good point. Thank you. Very good point. Tell me one thing. When you step out of the house, you prepare yourself to face the world, correct?
Sure. Consciously or unconsciously, we do it.
Yeah. Consciously or without our knowing, we prepare ourselves to face the world. You sit in the car, or you take a public transport, or wherever you go, you do your thing, and you have a governed life which will get you the targeted result, manifestation of what you have asked for, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so similarly, when you will go to a restaurant, there are 10,000 things on the menu, but you will pick and choose what you want to get, correct?
Yes.
Similarly, in life, from media or outside of media, from our social gathering or outside of our known or unknown people, there will be lots of information coming to you, okay? It is your discernment in life. In everything, it is always your discernment in life of what to pick and what not to pick. So at that time, if you see an information that has come to you and it makes you feel like, oh, this is inducing fear into me, this is inducing discomfort into me, or this is inducing into an area which is unknown and I don't want to get there, don't go there. Like, okay, when the entire corona thing started, like my son and I, we really don't believe that we are ever going to fall sick. And the reason is because we have trained our mind in such a way that we don't fall sick. Do we take precautions when we go out? Yes, of course, because we are respectful that the others are also equally important as that of us. So we do not want to be a part of spreading any kind of unnecessary problems or trouble or challenges. But at the same time, do we really be very afraid in the house? Oh my God, we cannot do this or cannot do that because Corona is outside? No, that's not what we do. So you pick the thought in your mind of what you want to accept or what you don't want to accept. That is one thing. Second thing is meditation helps, because meditation helps you to calm your anxiety. It calms down all the negative thoughts which are unnecessarily filtering through you, which may or may not be good for you. Right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
so
I'm
so
trying to like, okay.
yeah, so meditate. One is that you govern your thought. Second thing is you train your mind of want to know what you want and what you don't want in life. Third thing is you also watch what you are doing physically. Okay, like as I said, if you're going to go out and if it is asked for that you put on the gloves and you put on the mask, do that. That is a precaution. That doesn't mean that everybody who's wearing a mask on the road is having corona. No, that does not mean that, because that's what came out in media, like, oh my God, somebody was wearing a mask and she or he was not treated at the store. That's not the right approach. That person's being precautionary and respectful, that they do not want the other people to catch any kind of infection. Correct? This is a virus, right? So these are some of the precautions. Second thing is, don't talk about it. Okay, don't talk about it and don't dwell about it. This is such a beautiful reset period for Mama Gaia, Mother Earth, and all of us, that we all are staying home. We all are spending quality time with the family. The kids are home, the children are home, adults are home, and we all are getting to actually speaking, know each other more closely than we have known perhaps for the most of our lives. Like in my case, my son studies at the college and he's home right now because, of course, everything is shut down. And we are spending more quality time. And I'm sure you all enjoy that time. Yes, do we quarrel? Of course we quarrel. That's family, right? But you get quality time together. You cook together. You play board games. You watch some movies. If that's not the issue, you have quality conversation with each other, heart to heart talk with each other, rather than talking about and addressing what is not working for you. Create something. This is a reset button for all of us. So use that time in the bettering of yourself, instead of detrimenting yourself. You use that time for your betterment, right?
Yeah. What is, I'm pretty sure that everybody who read your resume, which we published, if they are reading theta healing, what does theta healing mean?
I love it. I have been, all my life I've been an interior designer, but around 12 to 13 years ago, four of my girlfriends died due to cancer. And then I got that big void, like, who am I going to call at 2 in the morning? All my girlfriends are gone, right? At a very young age. And I'm like, how do people get cancer in the first place? And if I believe that if there is a disease, there is always a cure. That's always I believe, since the way how we are. I'm a naturopath and I work with herbs and medicines. So I always believe. So I was on a quest of finding how to cure it, or there could be a cure. At that time, I came across this energy work, Theta Healing, and the founder of Theta Healing, she cured herself of cancer. So that 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 got me very curious, and I started working with it. Along with Theta Healing, I work with a lot of other different modalities also. I have something which is developed within myself also, because we all are always intuitive. You, me, everybody on the screen in the world, everybody, we all are always intuitive. It is just up to us how we tap into it and how we get the highest truth and how we can work with it. So that's how I came into Theta Healing. So I teach classes, I take clients one to one, I give out a lot of counseling, and I work as a medical intuitive, especially for the allergies and behavioral patterns for children. because that's what is growing very, very rapidly. Because people are, some of the times when they come, they are still confused about how to handle things, how to handle different challenges, like how we spoke about viruses right now. So how to do that. And in all that, I was more uh, enjoying, that's the right word, enjoy. I love to work with people, I love to help people to grow into their highest potential. And I work mainly with women and children, not that I don't have men clients, but I have a lot of mamas and kids coming together, so they work together. And been instructing, teaching classes, working for last more than a decade, and I love it. I love it.
You just mentioned a very curious word, which is potential, and helping others to reach their potential. What do you see? When again referring to your resume, if I go back, I see something which is why we have blockages and how we can resolve them. So would you say that one of the main reasons for us to reach our potential is us getting rid of the blockages, or this is totally the two different topics? Like,
it depends on how we address it, but a good question though. Again, you have good questions, girl. I like it. First thing is you have to train your mind. Okay, I'm going to give you 5 clues. It's a Sanskrit term, and I'm going to translate it for you. Vritti, drishti, kriti, srishti. So what happens is the way how you will set your intention is the way how you will think. The way how you will think is the way how you will perceive, how you will look at the world. And the way how you will look at the world is how you will relate, connect, communicate. And the way how you will communicate with the world is the way how you will manifest your world. Yeah? The 5 factors of life is intention, thought, perseverance, and connection, and manifestation. Right? How you perceive is how you're going to connect, and that's how you're going to talk and you're going to create. So once you will know how to connect with your thoughts and do your highest potential, first thing is you believe. You believe in yourself. Once you believe in yourself, you're definitely going to get to the next stage of setting the intention of whatever you make, you're going to get into that. That's how you do it. So once you start believing, you're going to start functioning in that area and go through these 5 filters of our life, which we just spoke about, and that's how you will manifest your life. So highest potential is available with all of us only if you work in that direction. Only if you start to believing in yourself and work in that direction.
can you mention those 5 again? Because I actually want to write them down, and I'm pretty sure that there's someone which is listening and wants to do the same. So the first one is?
The first one is intention.
Intention.
That's the very deep level. One of the classes I'm teaching, I explain these 5 factors. The intention is the key of your manifestations. You know, sometimes when you feel how much ever I'm trying this, but it's not coming to fruition, that is because you got to check your intention. Because if your intention is not clear, your intention is not pure, coming from the service orientation, then your manifestation will not be pure. So repeating those 5 factors, the intention, then is the thoughts, then is the how you perceive, perceiving, perseverance, then how you relate, means how you communicate, how you talk to people, how you relate. And the last one is how you create your manifestation. Good?
Yeah. I don't know. I made notes. I hope everybody made notes because actually, can you imagine if you really, really connect what she just said, your clear intention? This is really, it is a key, and that like, and I think we don't really realize that because where we are lacking is actually like we think that we know our goals and we think that we know our purpose and everything, but how much is it intentional? That's very good. Wow, I learned today
Thank
something
you.
again.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. In the olden days, people did not use so much of verbal communication. There was telepathic communication, there was telekinesis communication, because they were only operating from intentions. You know, one of the alien classes which we talk about is, when we have the elongated head, they were very intelligent people, the aliens that used to come, if at all people believe it. This is not a class to talk about aliens, so we're gonna get there. Yeah, but yes, intention is the key to your manifestation. If you will have a pure intention of helping others, serving others, being useful to others, I'm not saying you let them walk over you. That's not what I'm saying. That's called setting healthy boundaries, correct? But if you have a pure intention, then you will always get the best manifestation.
That's incredible. I just love it. So if you, to wrap up, if you would be giving today 3 recommendations that everybody should take from this talk, like what those 3 recommendations would be?
3 recommendations. Wow. What would I do? I would first of all say, believe and have faith. Because this all is happening for a higher purpose. Okay, so believe and have faith. Second thing is, enjoy your times, because very soon we are again going to be in that hamster wheel when the life is going to get back into the same life what we have lived for years. So God, Mama Earth, has given us this time to beautifully reset. So enjoy your times, all those hobbies you wanted to really cultivate and grow into. Take this opportunity and make that happen. You wanted to try violin, you wanted to be a painter, you wanted to be a writer. Try all this, because there is nowhere you got to run right now,
So
right?
learn something new every day.
Every day, every day. My mom used to say, you do not sleep at night before learning one thing that day. So every day you must learn one thing. And the third thing I would recommend to do is be precautious, but do not operate from fear. Actually, that should have been the first one, but either way, be precautious, don't be careless, and don't be hurtful to others and risk for others, but do not operate out of fear, right?
Yeah.
So 3 things.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Now
you.
let's open up also who has questions, who wants to know something, maybe your own comments, or maybe someone is also a healer here. So share with us your comments, your ideas, there's a place where you can chat and leave your question or any remarks that you have. Let's give a little, and obviously all of her contacts are going to be at the Terminate Your Decade Facebook page. So if you want to contact with Reshma, then please visit the website. Also, she's going to share there one link for next week's group call, which is, what is the topic exactly?
We are going to talk about how we grow through the challenges, corona or no corona in life. How do we grow through challenges? And it is going to give you some clues about how everybody goes through different kind of challenges, which is no rocket science. We all understand that. But we also see how we build a community, because Loni is a spirit of sisterhood, as I mentioned before, and we all help each other to grow, whether it is business, it is social, it is any kind of challenges we come up with. Our group always helps each other. Uh, uh, yes, on Tuesday, right? Tuesday evening, 8 o'clock London time. But the link would be there on with her over here, right? So.
Mm-hmm. So we have one question. How can you align the 5 items in order to get your highest potential thoughts?
Very good question, because it is good to have knowledge, but it is different to integrate it and work through it, correct? The way how you could align these 5 factors is, first of all, have a pure heart. The first thing you need to have is a pure heart. Once you will start having a pure heart, you're opening the channels to the highest self, because I believe God is within us, not God is without us. So if you will start opening up your own channels, you know how we speak about aligning chakras, work through our meridians, a lot of different detailed stuff. Some other show, when we would be here, we would have it. But those things you have to address. The first thing, have a clear heart. Have a clear heart, have a clean intention. Set the intention that none of the action by mansa vacha karma, by mind, body, or spirit, you will act in such a way that could hurt somebody. That does not mean you let the other person hurt you also, because you cannot help others unless you help yourself, correct? So the first intention is to have a clear heart, and that will open up your channels. Then you will have a clear thought, because it will not merge with your intention. You will not go that route. Then you will start perceiving others. So rather than criticizing others or judging others, start looking at the good side of the factor of whatever the matter you're addressing, right? Talk to that person, think from that person's perspective. Maybe that person has another story than what you're perceiving. So this all comes with practices. And then always make sure that you only speak if it is needed. If, you know, there's a rule in our house. If you're saying something and after 5 minutes it's not gonna matter, don't address it. Don't hurt other person's feelings, because it's how talk to other person the way how you would like to be addressed. Make sense?
Yeah.
Like, would you like to be called as whatever? So you do the same with that you like to be respectfully addressed, do the same with that. And the last, when you will start addressing people with respect, you are sharing love and gratitude with your surrounding. That will automatically by default be reflected in your manifestation. You know, in my classes I give out an exercise to practice one virtue every day. Okay, say if we are addressing kindness, today I'm going to be kind. So everything you address, just operate from kindness. The second day, if you want to use that for 3 days, it's your discernment. The second day, you operate from courage. You know, these are some of the 5 virtues, 6 virtues what we operate from. And we have a practice. We have practice groups that we always say, okay, this is, you make a diary and write a diary and write down the bullet points that these are the factors which I'm going to address. I hope I answered the question.
What are the 5 to 6 virtues?
Oh, that is very good class altogether. I need more time for that. But we can definitely do that again whenever.
Are you going to talk about those virtues on your next week's call, or this is totally different?
On Tuesday, yes. On Tuesday when we would be sharing, please come. That's a free call too. On Tuesday, where we would be sharing, we would have 5 virtues, how we put them into practice, how we move forward. That's how we would be doing things.
Perfect. So if there's no other questions, thank you everybody for joining us.
Thank
We
you so
were
much.
not able to go on live on Facebook. It was just kicking us out. This recording is going to be uploaded soon. So if you have questions, if you want to join the call on Tuesday, please go to the Terminate the Decade page. Obviously, like it. Tag her if you have a question, because her profile is already up there. So if you tag her, then she is going to receive the questions, obviously. And please share, comment, engage. That's the only way that we can add value to you, to our community. And this is why we have those talks. We're not just wasting time, but we are here with a purpose. And the purpose is to find out where you need help, how can we help? Or if you are in this call and you want to help, then raise your hand and say, how can I be part of this? How can I give my skill set to the play and help someone which is need? So even if we change today one life, that's the greatest reward that we can have. So each one reaches one is the hashtag actually, which we are using as well for those calls. And I thank you very much. I know that you are in the biggest epicenter. Jersey is in the biggest epicenter in the United States. And this really needs the mental strength in order not to think that you are in the middle of that. So, so we are here for you. If you need something, please let us know.
Thank you.
And thank you for your time, for your commitment, and your readiness to be part of this and help out also. I'm pretty sure that someone took very good notes. At least if you didn't help anyone else, then today you gave me something which I didn't realize. I understand all those 5 points, but you gave me something which I haven't been intentional on.
Thank you. Thank you.
So,
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for making me useful, because my intention is only to help people, and I love it. That's my work. So thank you.
thank you everybody who joined the call. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for engaging, and have a marvelous weekend. At 1 p.m. we have the call, next call with Kevin. Kevin, did he just left? Yeah, he just left when I wanted to give the microphone to him. So Gavin is going to talk about all about performance and how exactly the mindset, how to not lose yourself, and how to set yourself ready to deliver better results once we are out of circumstances, let's say. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend and talk to you soon. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.